Now, this is something I've grown to appreciate over time more and more as a content creator, and that is the abilities and potential of Luke Skywalker and just how much he accomplished with almost nothing to back him. So, real quick, if you guys are a fan of Star Wars Legends, EU, canon even, hit the like button, subscribe. This is the coffee shop, home to a bunch of awesome content creators for stuff like this, as well as myself. This is like my second channel. And I am your boy, Jobbers and Goons, hosting today. And we're going to be talking about the unreal potential of Luke. And hopefully this video will help you guys realize just how much we missed out when it comes to Luke. Like how much further he could have developed, how much we missed, how much stronger he could have been if he was properly developed. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy. And let's begin this bit of a analysis and what if. So, in order for you guys to have context on why this is so crazy to me, I need to break down the process of the Jedi for you. So, typically Jedi are brought in at basically toddler age. And this is done because the Jedi way is one that requires complete commitment, self-control, and it's almost like a call to priesthood. You're giving away a lot of your material things in the world, and it's more secular. Like you are committing to something literally transcendent to you, bigger than you, all that. So it's a holy life in most ways to look at it. This is done at such a young age so that the proper training occurs. The proper mentality is developed. The proper approach to life is instilled in the younglings. These younglings, over several years, train, learn the different ways and aspects of the Force. They learn the different ways to slowly develop into Jedi, and they get closer to the light side of the Force, as well as developing their own sense with the Force, which is this transcendental power. And in the process of developing, eventually they'll reach a point which they become a Padawan. This is usually in the teen years, and as a Padawan, they will follow around a full-fledged Jedi and learn the ways of becoming a Jedi. For example, one Padawan was Anakin when he fought Dooku with the hair braid. Hair braids symbolize Padawanship. Another Padawan, Obi-Wan Kenobi, held his own against Darth Maul. You get it? Padawans are quite capable. Why? They spent so much years in the Order. They've spent so many years around other Jedi being trained properly. Anakin's an exception. I'll be making a video on him. He didn't have nearly as long. He came in at around 10 instead of 3. But Kenobi was serving at a young age just like everybody else. The point is, Padawans are so capable because of their years of training and building. Now, this eventually is summed up towards the end of teen years when they undergo their trials and become a Jedi Knight and then eventually a Master. It takes decades. That's my point, right? Now let's get into Luke. You guys have the context. Now you're about to see why this is absolutely wild. Luke was a farm boy with absolutely no idea about the Force, Jedi, any of those properties. He's well into his teens, right? He's almost full grown at this point. Like he's very productive on the farm. He's like at this point would be towards young adulthood, right? Meets a hermit who tells him he's this space priest, a Jedi. Takes like finds out he's the son of a former great Jedi. Takes literally like one speed run lesson with a lightsaber with Kenobi, right? Goes out on these adventures, these missions, has no real training. No real guidance. He gets some damn clues and tips that appear in the top right corner of his screen sometimes from Space Ghost Kenobi after he dies. But for a long time, he had one session. And then he had some shit he did. Some like quests and adventures he did. With that, he pulled up on Vader. and gave Vader such a proper duel that Vader would say in some sources, like, yo, it's not even close. Luke's going to become the best Jedi of all time. He will be the strongest ever. Like, his potential is ridiculous. The fact he pulled up on me. So, I think about that, guys. Vader, easily Jedi Master tier. He's killed Jedi Masters. He got pressed by a Luke with basically one session of training with a lightsaber. And some things he picked up on the way with some clues given to him by a Force Ghost. That is one of the... You guys think Rey had a crazier come up? That's insane. He fought one of the most celebrated duelists and Force users in history with that minimalist training and exposure to what the Force actually is. The truth is, if we took Luke Skywalker, we put him in the Clone Wars era, and we give him any semblance of training at the Jedi Temple, there's no Sith. There's no beefing with Sith. Darth Maul's not a thing. If you replace Kenobi, right? Apprentice Kenobi with Qui-Gon Jinn, with Luke, and Luke gets real training, just from what we know what he did as someone who never got to experience or grow in the Force and had a session, right? And he pulled up on Vader. He lost, but he gave him a good fight. That potential, matched with actual studying at the temple, forget about it. Luke saw, he one-shots Maul. It's a joke. Like, he probably pulls up onto... This is how bad it is. He probably pulls up on Sidious by himself to vibe check him. Like, he's that crazy of potential. You guys just need to compare it to how younglings are supposed to come up. All the other Jedi that come up, no one, in my opinion, well, there are a few that had exceptional raw ability, but the raw talents Luke displayed, what he pulled off with as little exposure and experience he had, in my opinion, is some of the craziest power we've seen and potential we've ever seen in the galaxy. People always talk about potential with Anakin. Talk about it with Luke. I hope this gave you guys a good perspective on Luke's insane potential and the fact that we actually got robbed of a much more sophisticated and powerful Luke because he literally missed over a decade of training time. He missed, if, let's say, Anakin missed 7 years, Luke missed about 17. Almost a decade more than Anakin in proper training. But it's more than a decade because Luke then had to go teach himself, learn from other places way after the conflicts with his father. So, yeah, Luke's potential was insane. And I hope this opened some eyes today. Let me know if it did and drop the like button. If you want to see me cover other characters who had insane potential like this in Star Wars, I can. There are a few. For example, his father, Anakin, and Kyle Katarn. So if you want to see characters like that explored, let me know in the comment section down below. But anyways, it's been your boy, YFV, aka Jobbers and Goons. Thank you for showing up to the coffee shop, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.